Welcome to clerical duties class today, Monday, 14 July 2025. Today's topic of discussion is filing. Sorry, is the office, the post office, and mail handling. We're going to tackle the two topics together because they are related. So the meaning of a post office. Sorry, I'm not feeling well, but then just move on. A post office is a facility of a government institution that handles the sending, receiving, and delivery of mail and parcels. It's also the post office is a public facility or government institution that handles sending and receiving of mails and parcels. It also offers various postal, financial, and communication services to the public. So it is a public facility, like we've said. Like now in Kenya, we have the Kenya Post Office, which handles sending of mails. Mails are correspondences like letters, which can be letters, cards that can be sent through the post office, and also the post office can offer other varieties of services like financial. Like now we have Post Bank, which is a subsidiary of the post office in Kenya, offering financial services like sending of money, receiving of money, storage of money, that is depositing and withdrawal of money. And it also gives even financial aid in terms of lending to the public in the form of short-term and long-term loans. It also offers communication on behalf of the public. So communication in this sense that it can offer a variety of sending and receiving of messages through the mail box in the form of letters. So it facilitates such kind of services to the public. The key functions or key roles of the post office that we mentioned. Number one is mail services, sending and receiving of letters. Financial services, accepting money in form of deposits and accepting withdrawals from the public from the bank accounts. So it operates like a bank because it has a bank on its own to offer such financial services. It does exchange rates on behalf of the public and many other services that is offered by the bank, the financial institutions in Kenya. It also offers government services like assisting with the passport applications, national ID registration, or even distribution of official documents. So again, it helps in offering government services like now the passport application. If you go to Post Bank and they're applying the passport, they can give you some assistance, but especially those who are living in rural areas who cannot be able to visit government institutions. So the post office is there to ensure that these people who cannot be able to make it to the CBDs like in Nairobi and they're far away from the government offices, their documents for registration and application can be done through the post office. The other function is courier and logistics. Courier, you know, that is transportation of goods or parcels from one point to another. So post office also offers courier services to the public, like delivering goods from one point to another. Like the post office Kenya, you can use it to deliver goods which are parcels from one point to another, from Nairobi to rural areas, from rural areas to Nairobi. So post office also among some of the services that are offered in the post office is courier services. We have a good example for post office in Kenya. We have the Kenya Post Office, uh, which is under the Kenya Postal Corporations of Kenya. And in that case, the roles that we have seen there played by the post office, number one for this case is facilitating communication, that is collecting, sorts and delivers letters, cards, and official documents. Therefore, by delivering those documents, it offers communication. Like now, if you are to send to your friend or your daughter in high school or in primary school success cards wishing them well, you will use the post office, and that card will reach them, and that card will have some words, some information about how you want to encourage those guys to do exams. And of course, you've seen when you're applying for most of the government jobs, you will apply through the post office, and in this case, you're going to share information about your desire to work with the government institutions through writing an official letter and also sharing documents such as CVs. And in that case, you are actually facilitating communication. So we have the post office offers PO box services for individuals and institutions. So in the post office will offer a box number. Each box is given to individuals where they will receive their mails all the time. So the other role is parcel and the courier services. I've already mentioned this one. It facilitates movement of goods from one location to another through their courier services. It offers financial services. I've already told you it offers services like offering savings account, money transfer, bill payment services. So partners with platforms like M-Pesa and banked populations have also access to the banking services, whereby they can link the M-Pesa with the bank in the post office. They also offer support e-commerce and helping business to send goods and services to their customers from one location to another. So we have already mentioned that. Number four is promoting government facilities, like government services, not facilities, like distribution of government documents, like ID cards are distributed across the country using the post office. Once they are printed, they will reach as far as interior parts of the country, up to where you realize even your ID card is given to your area chief or a sub chief, so that it can reach the owner of such documents. So you realize that the post office is at the central place in providing such services. As I've already said, that is also facilitates government payments through their post office banking system. You can pay you can pay the government services like e-citizen services. You need to apply, you need to pay for passports, you need to pay for even NHIF, NSSF. You can do that through uh, the post office. Also, it supports trade and commerce by offering short-term and long-term loans to business people to start and run businesses. Like any other bank, you've seen the post office also offering such support to traders by giving them information and financial assistance they may need. It also creates employment because we have staffs who are working in the post office as workers, as drivers, as managers, as tailors. There are so many roles played by individuals within the organization of a corporate post office, and therefore they are earning a living out of such services they offer. And therefore, I can just say that it's also among the job creators in the country by having all these roles, all these jobs vacancies for the Kenyan people. It also offers a storage and distribution hub, acts as a temporary storage center for mail and the packages. So once the goods are transported, they are not just transported directly. They can store them for a while before transportation or distribution takes place. Therefore, in that place, you realize that it is also a good, safer place that some goods can be stored, some parcels can be stored, mails can be stored before they are delivered to the individual. Also, national integration and development is another role of banking. So the post office that is connects the people across the country and promote a sense of national unity. You see now, the post office has its offices everywhere in the country. That means because now what you cannot be able to get from the interior, you can get it through the post office. Any information you can get through the post office. And through these actions of the post office, you realize that it has linked all the people together in the mainstream, and that is national unity, that the same service I can get in Nairobi, I can get them in Turkana, I can get them in Machakos, I can get them in Tana River, interior parts of the country. I can be served as one who have access to the government offices because of the post office, and therefore you realize that development is achieved through such links, because every time the post office, as it is moving around through their services, it connects the interior to the government services, and therefore it is possible that even development can be spread across the country through the information given by the post office. So the post office is closely linked with mail handling, a topic that I told you that you're going to look at together with that one. So we look at the mail handling. Mails, I've told you, these are correspondences or documents that are sent through the post office. So we have uh, types of mails that are going to be sent, or classes of mails. We have the first class, second class unregistered mails, and parcel post. Those are classes of mails. When we talk about class of mails, we are told that in postal services, class of mails are referred to as different categories or levels mailing services are offered. So when you go to the mail office, you'll have different mail services offered, and therefore they are given in form of classes or classified in form of categories or classes. And these services are based on the urgency, the weight, destination, cost, and also security required for the mail to be sent. So there are these classes are customers chosen. These classes help customers to choose the most suitable service depending on their needs. So through these classes, you can be able to know which service that you can use for your parcel or your mail. Sorry, or your mail, because it will guide you depending on the amount, the weight of your mail, depending on the urgency of your mail, depending on the destination cost. That means the cost that you can be able to meet as an individual. So the first class mail, we have them there as the most expensive, I can just say so. It is used for sending letters and invoices and small documents. Their speed is very fast, and also features it has limited weight, usually under 500 grams, so delivered within 1 to 3 working days locally. Example is sending a job application. A job application is sent through the first class mail, whereby it is just a light document, its weight is less than 500 grams, and then it is delivered within 1 to 3 days of working days. If you send the mail to the first class, then you're going to have it delivered within 3 days to the destination. Then we have the second class mail. This is also less urgent, like newspapers, magazines, or printed publications. Their speed is slower than the first class, and also the features is often used in bulk mailing. This is where you have a lot of mails, like now delivery of magazines. It's not just one magazine. Magazine that are sent through across the country. You can imagine every day we have magazine, Daily Nation delivered almost every part of the country by 6 a.m. in the morning. They have been delivered to Turkana, they've been delivered to Mombasa, they've been delivered to Mandera, they've been delivered in Isiolo, and all these have been printed and transported by the post office in one day. They are bulky, it's not easy. For example, weekly newspapers delivered to subscribers. And also we have the registered mail, the purpose for important, sensitive, and valuable documents. So registered mail, these are mails that are transported, are of sensitive in nature. They carry sensitive information that is not supposed to be mishandled in the process of distribution. So they are sensitive in nature, and they may carry even valuable documents, e.g. certificates, legal papers, or even legal papers, certificates which are original in nature, and documents like IDs and that we have told you, and passports. So you realize that their nature makes them sorry their nature dictates that they should be well handled with a lot of care. So we have also another class of mail which we call express mail. Express mail, these are required on urgent, so therefore if you need that service, it's express, which may be delivered within one day. We call it express because it's going to be delivered to the exact location. It's not going to be left in the office, post office. If you are sending the express mail document maybe to Turkana in maybe a certain school, that means this mail will be delivered to the school, not in the post office in Turkana. So the features, their fast delivery class, usually same day or the next day service, and often tracking proof of delivery. Door-to-door delivery services is given here. Example, sending document for visa interview the next day. And we have airmail. This is purposely for international mailing, transported by air. Features faster than service mail, and used for letters, that is light parcels going abroad. So you can have document that you wish to send to abroad. Again, you can use to the post office, but their service is known as air mail. Lastly, service mail, that is any mail for international that is given or that is offered through the transportation of road or through air, sorry, or through water masses like through the sea. They are a bit slower compared to air mails. So those are the 7 classes of mails, and then we have already discussed that. So we look at the next part, that is types of mails. Types of mails, we have two. One is outgoing mail and the other one is incoming mails. Outgoing mails refer to letters or parcels that are sent out of the organization, and therefore you use the post office in your organization. You use the post office to send these letters, these documents to your clients. They are known as outgoing mails. They are parcels, letters, documents that are being sent out of the office, organization, or individual to external recipients through the post office system. What we have said, common examples of the outgoing mails is letters sent to suppliers or customers, can be application letters sent to institutions, can be parcels, delivered to clients, checks, invoices, contracts mailed to business partners, also exam results sent from a school to parents. So when a school is sending the results to parents, it may use also the outgoing mails. Now, handling the outgoing mails will have the following procedure. Number one is through preparation, whereby drafting, typing, and printing the document. Once you have done preparation, that is writing the document for this case, and then you fold and enclosing them. You will fold the letter and then close them in an envelope, like you have seen in many letters, like those one. Me, for example, a card is prepared, and then you put it in an envelope. That is what you call folding and closing it. Addressing, then clearly outside the envelope, you're going to write the address of the receiver in on the document on that where this letter is supposed to be sent to. Then you have stamping and franking. Stamping is paying for the postage physically or electronically. When you are paying physically, they are going to give you a stamp to a sticker, which we call a stamp for the payment that you've made, or franking is done through electronic payment. We have also recording or entering the details of the outgoing mail register. So in your office, you'll have your booklet or your register where you record outgoing mail. So once you have done that, you will also do dispatching, sending through the post office, the courier, or the messenger. So you will deliver the letter, the document to the office, or even the messenger will pass by to collect this document or these mails so that it can deliver to the recipients. Importance of outgoing mails. Number one, it ensures communication, timely and well documented. Then it promotes professionalism and reliability, that people we can rely on these services all the time, because documents delivered through the mail are secure, they are safe, and therefore we can rely on them because they are always continuous, not once in a while. They will always do delivery more often. They cannot miss delivery or offering these services. They help to track and approve delivery. They help to track because once the document has been received, they even notify you through their information or their document that the document has been received. Like now, usually they send you a message showing that mails have been delivered to the receiver as you expected. It also helps in maintaining proper record keeping and legal evidence in case of disputes. In case of dispute, they have nice record that we can refer from. If, for example, you have sent a document and the receiver has a complaint, you will give these records in the law court as evidence. Then we have another type of mail, we call it incoming mails. These are mails or letters that are received to the organizational office through the post office. Features of incoming mails: they are received from external individuals or organizations, e.g. customers, banks, ministries, schools, and also from business partners. It is handled by the receptionist of the office, messenger, or records clerk. In your organization, you will have a records clerk or an office messenger who will handle incoming mails, and then recorded in the incoming mail register. So once it has been received, it is going to be recorded in the incoming mail register. You have a book or a record where you record all the incoming mails for tracking and accountability. And lastly, action is required. So action is required. Incoming email is often distributed to the relevant department if it's received with the organization or officers to take for action or filing. These documents, once they have been received in your office, they are not going to be kept there. What you'll do, you will have, if you are an office clerk in this case, you will have to deliver them individually to the department which it was meant to, or the officers in the organization. So they are not kept in the office, but they are going to be sent to different offices, departments, where they are meant to action to be taken. In this case, you can send to head of departments, the managers, to individuals that maybe mails have been sent to. We have also examples of that. One is letters from clients, from government or government agencies, tender documents or job applications received. People have applied the jobs through their post office to your company, and therefore you can give those letters. Utility bills and the bank statements. Utility bills, these are bills that you paid for, you have been paying for. Sorry, these are bills for services offered to you, like water services, electricity bills, that help you to run the business day-to-day activities, and therefore you receive them. Bank statements is also among the incoming mails. We have certificates or exam results, and also official memos from the ministry headquarters, like now schools opening and closing dates will be communicated through their official memo to schools, and they send it to each school through the post office. Therefore, we look at the procedure of handling incoming mails. The procedure number one, we start by receiving. Once the mails have been sent to you through the post office, you can receive them either in your office or in your mailbox in the post office. So your messenger can go to the post office box to see whether documents have been received there. So that is the first thing happens. So receiving, accepting the mail from the post office, courier or hand delivery, stamping, or what you call time stamping. This is making the date on the received. You've always seen, if you have ever delivered a letter or a parcel to many of the government institutions, once it is received, there's a stamp that is known, that is written received, that is usually stamped on the parcel or in the envelope to show that the document has been received and the date it was received there on the or even time. Then we have recording, entering the mail in the incoming mail register. Once it has been received and stamped, you now record in the mail register that it has been received. After receiving, now they can be kept, all the mails received that day can be kept in a collection point whereby sorting will take place in the next procedure. We are going to sort them or separate them individually based on their department, based on the recipient, and based on the maybe agency that require in the document. So you're going to have receiving, sorting, and opening. So sorting by department or recipient. Some may require opening and the check contents. Some mails, not all mails that can be opened, like not all envelopes will be opened, but those few that may require opening and checking of the documents, those are the documents that are required in that office. Maybe, for example, a letter has been sent to your department and therefore you will have to open and see what is there. Private, or we call it confidential, mails may not be opened here. So non-confidential will be opened to check whether the contents are there as indicated. Then we have distribution. After opening or sorting, you now start distributing across your departments or across the appropriate individuals in the organization who need to use this document, this information in the documents. Finally, you have to keep a copy if it's for if it is non-confidential mails. You can make copies, distribute the copies to various departments or to various users, and then you keep a copy in your office by filing it. So after the action has been taken, important documents are filed with for reference or legal purposes. Importance of handling incoming mail. Number one, ensures that important information is received, recorded, and acted upon promptly. It promotes communication flow within the organization and also helps to track correspondency to avoid loss or misplacement of documents. So when you are recording, it is helping us, because when you're handling it properly, you're going to have important information received and recorded as expected by the sender, and also it helps in giving efficient communication flow all the time within the organization. Lastly, it helps to track correspondences, helps to track documents to avoid loss or misplacement of documents. So if it's properly handled, we are not going to have misplacement of documents. And also supports transparency and accountability, because we are able to know who was given a certain role, who was given the document, where was it delivered, and therefore we can, of course, tag responsibility with such an individual. And that means we have covered mail handling. You have to look at the last part, the list of basic mail equipment. Mail equipment refers to basic tools and devices used to receive, prepare, handle, and send and store the mails, both incoming and outgoing mails. These are essential in offices, schools, government institutions, or businesses to ensure efficient and professional mail handling. So we have documents that help in efficient mail handling in offices, and therefore among of them we have the basic one. The first one is the letter opener. It's a small tool that is used to open sealed envelopes neatly, which prevents tearing and damaging the contents of the mail. Then we have date stamp or rubber stamp, which you already know that is used to stamp the date on incoming mails as a proof when it was received. It may also include the institution name and department. We have in tray and out tray. These are trays that are used to collect mails. In tray collects incoming mails or documents awaiting for action, or out tray holds outgoing mails ready to be sent or dispatched. The mail bag or a pouch is a secure and often lockable bag used to transport letters. You have seen uh, these parcel vehicles, or even parcel motorbikes. They have a box whereby it is sealed. It may be it is lockable. Behind the motorbike you have that box. It is known as the mail bag or mail pouch, whereby letters and parcels that are sent to the post or between post offices are going to be kept. So they protect mails from theft or damage. Number next, 5 is the postage scale that is used to weigh the letters or parcels to determine the postage cost. So when you are going to post a document, some of you have done that. When you go to the post office, they have a measuring scale where they put your letters, and then they give you the grams, which will determine the amount of money that you are supposed to pay in transportation or delivery of the post through the post office. Then we have the franking machine. This is this automatic stamping prints postage directly on envelopes or labels, replacing stamps. So when you are paying electronic, the franking machine is among the machines that are used to print, sorry, to label the stamps directly on the envelopes. Unlike the traditional ways of posting, we used to go there. Sorry, I'm losing my network. Yeah, we are back. Unlike the traditional ways, or maybe traditional ways of posting, whereby they use the stamps, some other post offices use franking machines. So that is stamps or stickers shows the amount of money that you paid for such letters, and therefore franking machine is an automated uh, machine which is automatically posts the stamp or the sticker on the letter or the envelope after payment has been made. It is useful in these offices to save time to track postage expenses. So we have the stamp pad or ink, that one you know it, used when you're using rubber stamps to mark dates, reference, or even signatures. Then we have addressing machine or label printer. This is the printer that addresses the envelope or adhesive labels, improves speed and neatness in the large mail outs. So if you're having a large mail that you are supposed to the send, then you may not be writing the address on the each envelope. Therefore, you can have this addressing machine which will help in labeling the envelopes on the address. Then we have the filing cabinet or pigeon hole cabinet, that is stores filed incoming and outgoing mail. So in the office you need to have a cabinet where you'll be keeping files of the document that have been received, so we call it a file cabinet. Pigeons helps to organize mail per department or even by department or recipient. Lastly, we have the envelope sealer, that is or a glue stick. The sealer is used to seal envelopes accurately, especially in bulk mailing. The other one, the last one, is mail register book. This is also a document or an equipment for us because it records incoming and outgoing mails, date received, date sent, or even the subject etc. That marks the end of today's class. Have a great day. May God bless you.